Pay attention because this might flip the way you see yourself and why people treat you the way they do. Most men spend years chasing something they can't even clearly define. They think it's women, success, recognition, but underneath all of that, they're chasing a feeling. The feeling of being enough, the feeling of being noticed, the feeling that says, I actually matter. And here's the part almost nobody tells you. The second you stop depending on those things, that's when everything begins to come towards you. Not because you're acting different, not because you learned some tactic, but because you finally became whole without needing the outside world to complete you. In this video, we're breaking down how that shift really works and how you can build that level of inner strength yourself. Let's get into it. Point 1. Real power belongs to the one who needs less. Think about any situation, relationships, business deals, even everyday interactions. The person who can walk away without hesitation holds the advantage, always. Now ask yourself, where are you still holding on too tightly? If you feel like you need someone's approval to feel good, you've already handed away your control. And most men don't even notice it. They think they're being kind, putting in effort, showing interest. But beneath that, there's dependence. And dependence creates pressure. Pressure kills attraction. Pressure destroys respect. Pressure weakens your presence. But when you reach a place where you genuinely don't need anything from anyone, something changes. You become calm, centered, hard to shake, calm ocean. And people respond differently, not because of what you say, but because of what you are. Point 2. Why you keep seeking validation. This isn't really about relationships, it goes deeper. From childhood, your sense of value was shaped by others. You were praised when you did well, corrected when you didn't, rewarded or ignored depending on behavior. Over time, your mind formed a belief, I'm only valuable when someone else confirms it. So now as an adult, you walk into the world still searching for that confirmation, through attention, through approval, through attraction. But let's be honest, have you ever stopped and asked yourself why that feeling never lasts? Because that hunger isn't desire, it's a gap between who you are and who you think you must be to feel worthy. And until that gap is closed internally, you'll keep chasing it externally again and again. Point 3. Stop reaching outward, start building inward. Most men try to project their needs outward. They look for someone to complete them, but that approach is backwards. Completion isn't found, it's built. A man who feels empty inside will always try to fill that space with external things, attention, pleasure, distractions. But those things were never designed to last. So what happens? You feel good briefly, then crash, and the cycle repeats. But the moment you turn inward and start building yourself, everything shifts. Now the question changes from, what can I get, to what can I become? And that single shift separates those who stay stuck from those who evolve. Point 4. Become the source, not the seeker. Here's a simple truth. A tree doesn't chase sunlight. It grows stronger roots, builds upward, and naturally reaches the light. That's how you need to operate. Stop chasing results. Start becoming the kind of man those results are drawn to. Because when you become the source, you don't beg for attention. You don't search for approval. You don't rely on validation. You produce it from your discipline, your standards, your actions. And when a man reaches that level of self-sufficiency, he becomes powerful, not dangerous to others, but to his old self. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. Point 5. Choose self-respect over approval. If you're constantly checking how others see you, you're not living, you're performing. And performance is exhausting because it isn't real. True confidence comes from self-respect, doing what you said you would do, keeping your promises, holding your standards even when nobody is watching. That's where real confidence is built. Not from compliments, not from attention, but from alignment, when your actions match your values. And once you have that, you don't need approval anymore, because you already respect yourself. Point 6. Use your energy instead of wasting it. Every urge you feel, every frustration, every restless moment, that's energy. Most men waste it. They escape into distractions. They look for quick relief. But relief doesn't move you forward. It just delays growth. That same energy could be used to build something meaningful, to improve yourself, to create momentum. So the next time you feel that tension, don't run from it. Use it. Channel it into action. because that energy is fuel, and what you build with it shapes your life. Point 7. Build your foundation daily. You don't become strong overnight. It's built piece by piece, day by day. Simple actions, consistent effort. That's it. Wake up earlier. Follow through on what you said. Handle your responsibilities. Finish what you start. Those small wins stack over time, and eventually they turn into discipline, then structure, then identity. And once that identity is formed, you don't rely on motivation anymore, because it's simply who you are. Point 8. Create more than you consume. This is where most people get stuck. They consume constantly, scrolling, watching, absorbing, but they don't create, and that creates imbalance. Because life isn't meant to just be consumed, it's meant to be created. You were built to contribute, to build something, to leave your mark, even if it's small. Because when you start creating, something changes. You stop feeling empty. You stop chasing. You start living with purpose. Build yourself and the world responds. At the end of the day, this isn't about relationships. It's not about validation. It's not about chasing anything. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase at all, because he's already grounded, already complete, already in control. And when you reach that level, everything you once chased begins to come naturally. So focus on yourself, strengthen your foundation, respect your path, and become the man you were meant to be. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like and subscribe to Learnify for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.